Hello Capricorn, Caro here. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are going to read for mid-March 2025. There is also a reading series in our channel for the whole March as well. Now this is a new series for the mid-month and we are going to perform this a bit differently. I have the book of symbols from Tarshan, and this is a book about archetypal images. I want to first pick a symbol for you, so it's going to be like a bibliomancy. By the end of the reading we can maybe read a few paragraphs for the symbolism and see how this is going to be relevant with your reading, or it can be something completely independent too, but we will see. So now I'm going to open one, and I have the bow and arrow for you. This is a long one, it seems. Oh no, just okay, maybe I can also read a few paragraphs for you by the end of the reading, for those who would like to stay and want to explore more. But before that, let's have some cartomancy cards for the mid-month Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising. Please keep in mind that these are general readings, so it may or may not resonate with everyone watching Capricorn. Okay, we are going to dive deep to a thematic for the month. And we have a interesting theme here. And the bow and the arrow, I'm also watching if the symbols is also appear in the cards too. So as you can see, what I catch here is the of course this is actually like a little cupid arrows, but we find it, so we have the definitely the symbolism in the reading. So this is something nice to realize. Okay, so Capricorn, what we need to know now. The energy here is with a mix of, yes, love, passion, and there is also unexpected chaos you may be dealing with. Okay, so, well, if we can, of course, the mid-month energy also falls into the Virgo eclipse, because the eclipses will start, so it makes sense. There is first this romantic energy getting my attention, and this is like, to me, talks about emotional connection, and there can be a new romantic interest as well, or with someone already there. Something is likely to get deepen, let's say. There can be some exchanges, it may feel flirty, or maybe this is you rekindling sparks with someone. This can be also, we can also put it in that way. There can be a particular first a celebration. I think something is like being celebrated. Maybe there is a kind of a social event you are attending, and there is this some kind of a yeah, it's like due to the happiness, and it feels so good, so there is this kind of a carefree attitude maybe with them, and there is some sort of indulgence happening, like you are out there, you are socializing, so there is this feeling good energy. But I mean, after this light-hearted thing, it goes a bit wild. This is like the Tower energy from the tarot. And I think we need to throw some caution, by the way. We need to throw some caution. And we need to be a bit careful about, you know, something feels a bit shaky now afterwards, that it and something can really like crashes to what has someone is being celebrating, or like a good thing, why it would have a messy outcome kind of thing, which is like again mirroring this one, the Cupid. So it can be an emotional argument, it can be surprising, maybe revelation, or like things are really going in different direction. I mean, it doesn't have to be necessarily catastrophic, but there is some type of a wake-up call here. So I mean, if you are like started to vibe with someone and you feel that connection, it feels electric, you enjoy yourself, you let loose. The moment you let loose, there comes the Tower energy. This may actually, so we're gonna have this Venus retrograde throughout March. So maybe something from the past can surface. For this, I want you to go back to 8 years ago, 2017. So around this time, if there was a time in your life around values, relationships, money, because Venus also represents the financial aspects too, maybe you can find some clues there in your personal history, as it may bring a thematic, not exactly people or situations, but it can bring a thematic from 8 years ago, as this is going to be a Venus cycle. So, and there was a, in the past readings, there was also jealousy, for instance, energy in the cards. Be careful for some impulsive choices. Okay, so let's give you a heads up, because it may be really have these surprising consequences. It may even feel like a hangover from too much fun, I mean literal or emotional, let's say. So if you need to decide on something, don't go very quick, because you can enjoy passion and fun, but don't let it like to cloud your judgment in a situation. If something feels too good to be true, you got to, I think, keep your feet on the ground. But sometimes also I think we need to mention that a shake-up can also be a blessing in disguise. Sometimes some chaos cleans the air, right? So this bow maybe is like a starter for that, but let me, for those who will stay, let's also dive deep to introduce some new elements also to our readings. Let me have some few paragraphs for you. Okay, so bow and arrow. Wow, it's nice to see it in the reading too, right? Who shoots and what is the mark? Asks a Japanese treatise on archery. Although an extension of the eye's vision, the arm's action, and the psyche's focus and desire, the bow and arrow is no longer the weapon of choice in either love or war. but released from its bow like lightning leaping to its mark. The arrow that flies through the air and magically finds its target will remind us the far-reaching and penetrating power of humankind's mental, physical, and spiritual focus. The bow and arrow, with its beautiful and intelligent design, is a combination of feminine bow and phallic arrow shapes. Arrow shapes which together symbolize penetration by light, love, death, perception, and insight, a fundamental dynamic of psychological individuation. As in Zen, where egoless archer and target become one, bow and arrow is associated with subtle and unseen powers that transcend space and time, hitting the mark without consciousness of self or goal. That's very true, by the way. Because when we just hit things, let's say in games and things, just, try to tap into that state you catch. There is no some kind of a egoic goal there. I mean, it's just like it happens, Whew. In ancient Oriental cultures, shamans and mediums used the twanging of a bow to summon deities whose powers they wish to invoke, and the flight of arrows to exorcise evil spirits. Divination by means of arrow is cross-cultural, found in Arabia, Japan, ancient Greece, and Native American cultures. In the West, the Greek understanding of sin referred to missing the mark in archery, and we still speak of hitting the bullseye in reference to getting something exactly right. The bow and arrow is an attribute of the huntress Artemis, mistress of wild things, whose arrows bring sudden death and whose hounds can unerringly sniff out their unseen prey. Artemis moves between the boundaries of civilization and wilderness, and the bow and arrow as symbol bring together these aspects of the psyche. Artemis's twin Apollo, god of solar light and prophecy, whose arrows drive away evil spirits but also bring devastating plagues, originally appropriated his power and knowledge by killing the deadly Python with a silver bow and golden arrows. It seems this symbolism in your cards has an impact, because something like initiates also here. It both invites, but it may also push away. So the love as a powerful dynamic can operate in pretty much in very different ways this mid-March for you, I do feel. Let me see now in the other paragraphs. Okay, I think this is, I will cut it here. I wanted to give some introduction with this in order to enrich our reading. And there are some nice images here. This is Artemis, this is the bronze archer, and also we have the cave paintings, which are like super stylistic and beautiful. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Capricorn, the presentation, and I hope it can give you an insight into mid-March 2025. Thank you for joining me. For those who are new to my channel, welcome, by the way. If you have personal tarot questions, you can always find me in my live streams called Caro is Answering Your Tarot Question. If you have a personal tarot question, you can also ask me there. If you do not know how live streams work in my channel, please check the description box below, and I will speak to you soon. Bye bye.